Hey guys, what's up? It's British Fanboy here, bringing you my second ever MAG commentary. So, MAG, I've been playing it for maybe 2 weeks now or so, and I'm starting to realise that there is a lot more to this game than I had initially anticipated. When I first bought the game, you got the training level and you got some suppression, which was basically team deathmatch. I thought, yeah, it's not that bad, but now I've unlocked games like acquisition and domination and sabotage and stuff. And I'm very quickly realising that this game has actually got a heck of a lot of depth to it in terms of leading and stuff. Because on the back of the box, I think it said something like, you can fight, but do you have the power to lead, or something like that. And, this is the very first time I've ever been squad leader in a game, and bloody hell. It's relentless. Not necessarily because it's hard to actually manage the squad and stuff, but because everyone in your squad wants you to piss off. Because this is a game of domination, and normally they last half an hour or so, but I only managed to play about 15 minutes because my own squad kicked me out. Like, what is this, these mutinous bastards kicking me out? But, whatever. It was my first time, so I let it slide and stuff. And to tell you the truth, for the first half of the game, I didn't even know how to command my squad. I hadn't worked out how to call in the recon plane, how to request backup, and all that stuff. I realised how to do it about halfway through with the directional buttons on the controller. So, finally got the job done, I suppose, but just was too little too soon. And I start to do quite well in this game. I get a couple kills in each life and stuff, but later on I actually get kicked by my mutinous squad, bastards, and then I don't actually get any of the points which I earned, which is freaking ridiculous, I think. If I've earned those points, I deserve to keep them at least, Have some sympathy for the newbie. But anyways. So yeah, this is a game of domination. Like I said, we have got to bomb these oil towers, or we can bomb the oil towers if we want to enable the forward spawn. But if I wanted, I could go all the way around to the back and start attacking their bases and attacking their barracks and stuff like that. Because when you are leading in a game of MAG, you don't necessarily have to go for the very first thing in front of you. You can go all the way to the back of the enemies and then start doing damage behind there, but, you're probably going to be the only one there because people often don't want to run all that way. They'll want to do the first objective, enable the front spawn, and then they'll go forward. As you can see there, I tried to bomb the oil plant myself, but failed. I haven't actually been the best MAG player in general, really, Just for some reason, I just haven't been anywhere near as good as I am in a game like Call of Duty or Battlefield. Mainly Battlefield. Battlefield is probably the game I am best at, I'd say. And it's just not the same in this because I don't know how to put it and stuff. It's almost as if it's that purely because I'm constantly trying to think of how I can use strategy, I'm then getting shot. It's just you need to have an equal balance of running and gunning and defending yourself while you are carefully planning a strategy on where to go next and stuff. Because in a game like Domination, and this one is the 256 player game, so 128 versus 128, which is a heck of a lot of people in a game and stuff. You just got to constantly be on your toes about it and stuff. And I often found most of the kills I got were from kind of defending myself rather than trying to go for the objectives and stuff, because enemies were just popping out everywhere. That's not to say it's a cluster of just enemies and grenades everywhere and stuff, because as you can see, you can go to places where you won't get shot and stuff. There are safe places to go. But it's just when it actually comes to getting to the objective and stuff, that's when all the hail of bullets and gunfire comes down on you, and you suddenly realise that you're like fish in a barrel, so to speak. And one thing I'm starting to dislike about this game is the spawn time. Well, not so much the spawn time, but the distance you have to go once you have died. Because as you notice, I'm probably speeding up this video. Maybe a quarter of this video has been sped up to 4 times its original speed. And that is because whenever I die, which is a lot, or whenever I have to spawn back in the main spawn base, it takes a very long time to actually get back to the fight, because you've got to wait maybe 15 seconds or so before you can spawn again. And in terms of the game, I can definitely see why they do that, because if you just respawn instantly, then there would be no way to hold off an enemy attack if you were defending. So it's good that it's there. It has to be there, but it kind of sucks that it has to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not fun, but you just do well and it won't bother you. But it's when people say, oh, you're doing badly, well, don't die then. Well, you can't exactly control when you get shot, can you? Murky bugger. But this thing happens and stuff. But yeah, I am liking it and stuff, and One thing which I do like, which everybody seems to really hate, is the sound and the recoil of the guns and stuff. Everyone's saying, oh, it's awful, it's so unrealistic and stuff, but I kind of like it, you know. The bullets aren't like bang, 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 it's more like a little pop, you know, like a real gun would be. And also remember, this is slightly in the future, so bullets might be different and stuff, and they may sound slightly different too. And I think it's quite nice to have this one which is not all about bang, bang and boom, and it's just a little pop, so to speak. It gives it a bit more believability to say that this war isn't necessarily as exciting as it should be. And in terms of the recoil and stuff, the way I see it, you know, guns are made to be accurate. So if you've got a gun which is exceptionally accurate, I mean like no recoil, then, you know, stop complaining. That's a good thing, isn't it? Eh? Are you seriously complaining that your gun is too accurate? Honestly. Like, people don't really think about that when criticizing mag. But like I said in my first mag video, I can see this getting quite boring quite quickly. But right now I'm still enjoying it, and, you know, that's a very good thing. I'm glad I bought it, I'll say that. But if I spend £40 on it, I'll probably be quite annoyed. And something which I'm actually realising about the game as well is that getting money is actually quite hard. You know, because when you play your games, you get money and you use that money to buy your upgrades and stuff. And it takes a long time to get a good amount of money, that I've discovered. I'm not sure if that's because I'm just bad at the game, or if it generally does often take a long time to raise the funds you need to buy your upgrades, such as your new guns, your suppressors, or your attachments and stuff like that. But, you know, it does give the game a lot of replay value, so to speak. And some of the other things which I've been doing recently, stuff, I actually had to pay everybody's water bill the other day in the house, and that was £125, and I've looked at my bank, I'm like, where is all my money? Like, I will get all that money back, you know, in the next few days, because all my housemates will pay me and stuff, but, you know, I just looked at my bank, I'm like, oh, where's all my money? Don't you hate it when that happens? Don't you really hate it when you look at your bank balance and go, where's it gone? Even though you know you're going to get your money back in the next couple days or so. It really does suck. But hey, you know, you don't want to hear me rambling about money and stuff like that. You want to hear me rambling about, I don't know, AIDS or dead babies or something. Okay, Gus25 is messaging me. More on that smirky cunt later. He actually sent me a message to do with my playing skills, and he is on the team as well. So, you know, get ready for that. But yeah, I've only played a couple games of domination, actually, in the past. And it's hard, basically. Not necessarily because it's 256 players, but because it's just, if you are attacking, which I have been most of the time, it's really hard to do well. If you're defending, you can win the game fairly easily. It's just a long game. But attacking, it's difficult. Because, you know, people really don't want to lose in this game. And they really do fight to the death. Well, you know, figuratively speaking. I don't mean like if they kill you in the game, you actually die. Like that Stay Alive film. Do you remember that film Stay Alive? It was a really crappy B horror movie in which they found this game, and then how you died in the game, you died in real life. It was terrible. Well, you can see there I've been kicked because I've been a terrible squad leader, but it's my first time, you know. Cut me some slack, people. But anyways, you know, you win some, you lose others. What's worse, I don't get any of the XP I earned in that. Okay, here we go. Let's see what this guy says. That slimy bugger. See you around, guys. British fanboy out.